Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about alkanes. Alkanes will comes under hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons? The compounds which are made up of carbon and hydrogen are known as hydrocarbons. Here in hydrocarbons, who is the hero? The hero is carbon and the heroine is hydrogen. Okay. Before going into the hydrocarbons, we need to learn a term which is called as valency. What is valency? The combining capacity of an atom is called its valency. For example, if you have two friends means your valency is 2. How? Because you are able to have friendship with two members. So if you have 4 friends means your combining capacity is 4. Then your valency is 4. Here the valency of carbon is 4. So it has its tetravalency and as well as 4 bonds. Okay. And the hydrogen, the valency of hydrogen is 1. So it forms only one bond. I think valency will be clear now. Now, number of carbons. If there is only one carbon mean, in hydrocarbons the prefix will be meth. If it is 2 carbon, then it becomes eth. If it is 3, it's prop. If it is 4, it's but. If it is 5, it's pent. If there are 6 carbon in the sense, it is hex. If there are 7 carbons, it is hept. If there are 8, it is oct. 9, it's non. 10, it comes as dec. Okay. Then here, number of times. For example, if there is methyl means, if there is only one methyl means, it is mono. Number of time is 1, then it is mono. If there are 2 chlorine, it is dichloro. That is called di. If there are 3 times, it repeats, it's tri. If it is 4, tetra. If it is 5, that is penta. If it is 6, hexa. If it is 7, hepta. If it is 8, octa. 9, nana. 10, deca. I think it will be clear. If there is number of carbon is only 1, it is called as meth. If there are 2 carbon, eth, 3 carbon, prop, 4 carbon, but, 5, pent, 6, hex, 7, hept, 8, oct, 9, non, 10, dec. Number of times means 1 is mono, 2 di, 3 tri, 4 tetra, 5 penta, 6 hexa, 7 hepta, 8 octa, 9 nana, 10 deca. I think it will be clear. How to derive the structures of alkanes? We know that the general formula for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. Now substitute n is equal to 1 in this formula. C1H2 into 1 plus 2. Therefore C1H2 plus 2. C1H4. That is 1 carbon, 4 valency. So it should have 4 bonds. So CH4. The compound is CH4. Now n is equal to 2. C2H2 into 2 plus 2. Therefore C2H4 plus 2, that is C2H6. 2 carbon and hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Here one hydrogen. Therefore CH3 single bond CH3. Okay. Now n is equal to 3. C3H2 into 3 plus 2. That is C3H6 plus 2. C3H8. Now you can write the formula CCC. Okay. All those bonds should be filled by hydrogen. Just count it. It will be correct. Just listen here. Yeah. Okay. How to write this? For this carbon CH3. So CH3. Here is a single bond. Then one more CH2. Then CH3. Okay. Now n is equal to 4. C4H2 into 4 plus 2. I'm just minimizing one step. C4H10. Okay. Now write it. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. And each carbon should have 4 bonds. and all those bonds should be filled with hydrogen. You just count the hydrogen, it will be exactly 10. It will be exactly 10, there is no doubt in that. And now we just write it. CH3, CH2, CH2 and CH3. Now N is equal to 5. C5 H2 into 5 plus 2, that is C5H12. So 5 carbons in a linear manner, 5 carbons, and all those bonds should be filled with hydrogen. Yeah, just count it, that will be 12 hydrogen exactly. So the general formula is correct for alkane. You can derive by your own and you can practice. After watching this video, you just practice in your notebook. It will be very easy for you to learn the basic. Now just you write it CH3 and the second carbon, that is CH2, then in the third carbon CH2, fourth carbon CH2, in the last carbon it is CH3. Now substitute N is equal to 6. So C6 H2 into 6 plus 2, C6 H12 plus 2, C6 H14. Okay, C6 H14, and you just write the skeletal structure and then CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Now N is equal to 7. It comes like this. You just try it by yourself by using N is equal to 8 and N is equal to 9 and N is equal to 10. You just practice in your home. Now we can name these compounds, that is we can name alkanes. There is only one carbon, so the prefix will be meth. METH, meth. If it is functional group is single bond, that is alkane, the suffix in IUPAC name should be ane, A-N-E. So meth plus ane, methane. Here there are two carbons, so the prefix will be eth. And the functional group is single bond. If the functional group is single bond, the suffix should be ane. So ethane. Here there are three carbons, so prop, and the functional group is single bond and the suffix will be ane, propane. Here how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. If there is 4 carbons, that is bute. The functional group is single bond, so ane, butane. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 carbons here, so that is pent. The functional group is single bond, so the suffix will be ane. For these 5 compounds, all the IUPAC names and common names are same. Okay, and before learning this compound, we need to study one thing, that is alkyl. I just teach that and later I will teach this. If we remove one hydrogen from alkane, we get alkyl. Okay, in the same way, if we remove one hydrogen from methane, we get CH3 single bond. This is called as methyl. And here we are removing one hydrogen from ethane, so we get ethyl. CH3 CH2 single bond. Here this is CH3 CH2 CH2 single bond. This is called propyl. And there are 4 carbon and 1 hydrogen missing from butane, so it is called as butyl. And here from pentane we remove 1 hydrogen, we get pentyl. Okay, here from hexane we remove 1 hydrogen, we get hexyl. Here 7 carbons are there, that is heptyl. We get it from heptane. This will be useful in naming the hydrocarbons. Here there are totally 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to check whether it is in straight chain or in side chain. For common name I am speaking, it is side chain. It has only one branch. If it has only one branch, we need to write iso and count the total number of carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So butane, isobutane is its common name. Now let's come to IUPAC name. For IUPAC name, you need to select the longest chain. For example, 1, 2, 3. This is the longest chain. In the second carbon, methyl group is attached, CH2, that CH3. That is what we get from methane by removing one hydrogen. So this is called methyl. In second carbon, the methyl is attached. So you have to mention the number 2. What is attached there? Methyl. 2-methyl. Yeah. This is the guest part. It is over. Now just count the parental carbon. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. If it is 3 carbon, what will be the prefix? Prop. What is the functional group there? Single bond. If the single bond is functional group, what is the suffix? Ane. So the name of this compound is 2-methyl propane. For this compound, we learnt about alkyl. The remaining things we shall see it now. For these compounds, we will be having both common name as well as IUPAC name. Here, count the carbon. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Branch, only one branch. So, you just write the word iso. Totally how many carbon? 5 carbons. So, pentane. Isopentane is its common name. And for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both are same compounds. Isopentane. And just the next compound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there are 2 branches. If there are 2 branches, you just write it as neo. Total 5 carbons, so neopentane. And here count the carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 2 branches, so neo. If it is 7 carbon, it is heptane. Neoheptane. Now we shall name it the IUPAC name for this compound. Totally how many carbons are there in straight chain? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 carbons are there. In the second carbon, methyl group is attached. CH3 is called as methyl. So 2-methyl. In the straight chain, there are 4 carbons. So 2-methyl butane is its IUPAC name. Now, the same thing. Why I have written the same compound in the sense, if you number from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, the methyl group gets the number 3. If you number from this side, from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, which is correct. For example, I ask you one question. For your house, a guest is coming and your father is also sitting. Your mom is giving a coffee to guest as well as your father. To whom your mom will give the coffee? Definitely to the guest. So the guest should contains the least number. So from this, from left to right, if we count, the guest carries 3 number, and from right to left, if we count, the guest carries second number. So this is correct and this is wrong. Okay. Here 2. Who is attached? That 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane is its IUPAC name. Now come to this compound 2, 3, 2, 3. 3 carbons are there in straight chain. In the second carbon, top one methyl is attached, and in the bottom one more methyl is attached. So 2, 2 dimethyl propane. There are 3 carbons, so propane. 2, 2 dimethyl propane is the IUPAC name. And for this compound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the second carbon, 2 methyl groups are attached. So the same way, 2, 2 dimethyl. How many carbons are there in straight chain? There are 5 carbons. So 2, 2 dimethyl pent, and the functional group is single bond. So the suffix should be ane, pentane. 2, 2 dimethyl pentane. For these compounds, only IUPAC name is enough. Now count the carbon, the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the longest chain, not this. 1, 2, 3, 4 is wrong. This is wrong, and what I have numbered first is correct. Okay. Now in the third carbon, methyl group is attached. So 3 methyl. In the straight chain, 5 carbons are there. So pentane. 3 methyl pentane. And here number the carbons 1, 2, 3, 4. In the second carbon, 1 methyl is attached, and in the third carbon, 1 more methyl is attached. So 2, 3 dimethyl butane is its IUPAC name. And for this carbon count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the second carbon, 2 methyl groups are attached, and in the fourth carbon, 1 methyl group is attached. So 2, 3 trimethyl 2, 3 trimethyl pentane is its IUPAC name. Now select the longest chain in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we count in the same way, the guest is attached in the fourth carbon. So we can number in any other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the fourth carbon, methyl group is attached. So 4-methyl heptane is its IUPAC name. Now, I am frequently using the word IUPAC, IUPAC. What is IUPAC? I think most of you are familiar with this. IUPAC in the sense, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. The role of this organization is they will approve the compounds and they will name the compounds. Not only organic compounds, all the inorganic compounds, and they are the boss of chemistry all over the world. Okay, that is very, very important. In this video, we learned about alkane and what are alkanes and its general formula and what suffix it will be there and how to name it in a common name and how to give IUPAC name for that. In the next video, we shall learn about alkenes. Thank you. Bye.